stop Newark, New Jersey to India.
Henry Konzak, an uninsured small business owner from Canton, Ohio, contracted a blood infection that developed into a serious heart problem. Unable to afford American medical care, he packed his bags and headed for India. What we know about Henry is he needed a heart operation and needed it quickly. It would save his life.
Eight months ago, I came down with a blood infection. They call it a strep. Well, I had a heart murmur, so that strep, I hear, invariably opens up a heart murmur and turns it, and in my case, turned it into a mitral valve regurgitation. And I went to the hospital and got that. It took a month of intense antibiotics every day for 30 days to get rid of that blood infection. It turned it into a mitral valve regurgitation. I go to see the cardiologist, and he says, "This is bad. You have to have this fixed right away." I started calling hospitals and found out the cheapest I could get the surgery was $130,000, not including surgeon fees. I had already spent $10,000 on the blood infection.
Looking for an alternative to bankruptcy, Henry did what every good consumer does. He looked for a better deal. An internet search found him a world-renowned doctor, an excellent hospital, and a medical travel company that ties it all together. World Medicist, a medical travel global healthcare company, offers access to high-quality medical treatment abroad with quality that equals or surpasses that found in the United States. Why medical travel? In a word, affordability. Medical travel provides access to the best doctors in their field worldwide, many of which are UK or US board certified. They perform identical procedures along with highly specialized procedures difficult to find in the US at up to a 90% cost savings with a very high quality overall experience. A typical heart bypass has an average retail cost in the US of $149,000. The cost to the US insurer is over $67,000. Abroad, the total cost for the same heart bypass is a mere $14,000. Medical travel opportunities include orthopedics, spine, cardiology, transplant, and bariatric procedures. Why work with a medical travel company such as World Medicist? They offer in-depth relationships with providers and provider qualifications, experience assisting patients, and benefit design procedures and incentives. Affordable surgery alone is not enough. From your initial planning phase, including financing and travel arrangements, to coordination between your local physicians and specialists abroad, World Medicist will be with you every step of the way.
Greetings from India. I am now at Apollo Hospital in New Delhi, and I'm having all my tests done, and you'll see by the Band-Aid and the little blood test and so they took quite a bit of blood, and they did an excellent job.
I'm Dr. Trehan, Naresh Trehan, and I'm the Chief of Cardiac Surgery.
You look good today. Yeah.
How do you feel?
Good, good.
Yeah, your angiogram, Dr. Kasliwal told me, looks very good.
While I was in my room in India, the night before I had a heart cath, to check to see if everything was good with my heart, I was completely nervous. I'm talking to the nurses, and in India the nurses are called sisters, so I'm talking to the nurses, and they just knew I was just scared and nervous, and I'm could you get me something to help me sleep? So they worked on that and so on, but they just knew that I was even nervous about this heart cath. So the next morning they got me up at 7 a.m. Because they knew the sooner they'd get me in the better, and I would be calm again. So anyway, as they put me in the wheelchair and started rolling me past the nurses' station, all the nurses are yelling out, "Good luck, Mr. Henry, good luck." I was told the operation took about 4 hours, and because they did a surgery that they don't usually do here in the United States, they came in through a rib instead of through the chest, the surgery was minimally invasive. So after the surgery, I went to ICU, and I was only in ICU 3 days. After that, I was already back in a room, and in 3 days, I was walking around. And all this was at 90% cheaper than the cost it would be in the United States.
Just 8 days after checking himself into the hospital, Henry was released, thanks to the professional care provided by Apollo Hospital and Dr. Trehan. After a couple of follow-up visits to Apollo Hospital to ensure his recovery was on the right path, Henry again boarded a plane and headed for home. 6 million American people will travel abroad this year alone for affordable health care. Health care provided by excellent doctors in excellent hospitals with a total cost of less than 10% for the same procedures. And thanks to the help of companies like World Medicist, you don't have to figure it out all on your own. They will help you every step of the way to make you healthy again.